Willkommen zurück, Leute, zu Tales of Xillia. Wir sind hier, ja, wo sind wir eigentlich? Wir sollen Gold suchen auf jeden Fall und sind irgendwie in so einem Militärforschungsflügel gelandet. Und dann suchen wir mal den guten alten Gold.
That must be Volt.
Anyone else all tingly?
It appears to be a spirit that can control lightning.
It doesn't seem to be tethered to a human the way Celsius was to Gillen.
So you're saying it's out of control?
We won't get any answers until we calm it down.
Ah ja, guter Plan.
So much electricity.
So much sound and light!
So what? That's not enough to stop us. Demonic chaos! Demons ready! Got it. Demonic chaos! Stay on guard.
Mann, die wirklich nicht so schnell.
Demonic chaos!
Not yet.
Okay, wow, das geht jetzt voll einfach zu besiegen. Zumindest bis jetzt. Okay, ich habe nichts gesagt. Verdammt. Oh, ich bin gestorben. Es fällt dir ein. Es wirst wie räumen, dass du mich getötet hast. Das dachte ich kurz, ich bin schon wieder tot, aber ich lag ja nur am Boden. Oh oh. Nein, jetzt haben wir irgendwas. Okay, er ist bald tot. Oder nicht mehr ganz so frisch am Start. Und geschafft. Der war ja voll einfach. Juhu, ganz viel Level.
Somehow.
All the electric shocks may have helped my blood circulation.
Not yet. Just keep.
I can't. I'm just get. We finally beat some sense into it. Just another easy battle for yours truly.
If we've learned anything from Celsius and Volt, it's that spy rights are tough customers.
They're just as strong as the great spirits.
We were wondering when you'd show up.
Interesting. I never expected to find you here.
So you've come to Olympias after all.
I'm assuming you're the one that activated Volt. I don't understand your motive, though. Were you testing its potential?
Potential? I would never entrust my people's lives to something as tenuous as potential. I attempted to tether with a spy right, precisely because it is something you would consider.
What?
But it was for naught. Their power is far beyond human control. That leaves us with no choice but to eradicate every last Spyrix from this world.
So that really is your plan.
Don't you realize what would happen?
We would end the Otherworld reactor plan once and for all. Surely the end justifies my means.
What about the schism?
We will leave it in place. As long as Spyrexes exist, the threat of Olympius exploiting Riza Maxia remains.
And what of Maxwell? Do you plan to leave him where he is?
It is the duty of the strong to ensure that the weak do not perish.
This isn't right, Gaius!
What about it isn't right? We will safeguard the schism until the last Spyrex is destroyed. Then, we shall unite the two worlds.
What about all the people who will suffer if you eliminate their Spyrexes? Are you just going to ignore them?
Don't worry about the poor suffering humans. Gaius will protect them.
Jude, Mila, you of all people should understand the ideals I'm striving for.
What's the point of ideals if you force them on others? Don't you see what's happening? Spyrex is a necessity for these people. Take it away and they'll have nothing left.
Jude.
You talk only of possibilities. I demand certainties.
Maybe you're right, but I can't give up.
This conversation is pointless. Please, let's be off.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
What should we do now?
In the end, I couldn't. No, there are still things we can do. There has to be.
Balan? Balan!
Huh? Alfred!
It appears the elevator stopped working when the power went out. We must find some way to get them out of there.
Let's try climbing to the elevator.
Wait! We can use Volt!
How? Wait, you can't be serious.
You're not planning on tethering with it, are you?
Is that really wise?
Maybe not, but it's worth a shot. Only way to find out is to try. Volt, lend us your power.
No way, it worked!
It's still stuck. We need more power.
Please, just a little more.
This must be the same backlash that hit Gilland. Give it up, Jude.
Not yet! What are you doing?
Why do you insist on doing such reckless things by yourself?
Look who's talking.
Hey, don't leave us behind now.
If a task cannot be done alone, then we must simply do it together.
Keep trying and something's bound to stick sooner or later.
We want to help too. Uh-huh.
Thanks, everyone.
Almost there. Focus.
Now! Thanks for the save there. Balan, who are these people?
They're patients. Each one of them has a condition that makes it impossible to live a normal life, even with Spyrexes.
Wait. Does that mean the next generation Spyrexes you've been researching are...
Yep. Those little critters they're using are Spyrites.
These creatures are Spyrites?
They're so cute! But they don't seem any more powerful than lesser spirits.
Of course not. They're lesser spirit Spyrites after all. Wait a sec. Are you telling me you don't know how Spyrites are made?
Do us a favor and assume we don't.
Well, you should ask one of the other engineers if you want the full spiel. But in simple terms, you've all seen spirit fossils, right? If one of you Riza Maxia folks pours mana into one, voila! A Spyrite is born from it.
How strange.
I guess there's multiple uses to those fossils, huh?
The only catch is you need a booster.
What? Wait, did you just say booster?
Yep. If someone with a booster pumps mana into a spirit fossil, the calculatrix art inside takes physical form. And that's how you make a spyrite.
How are they different from Spyrixes?
It's a matter of art precision. These spyrites can be as precise as the Asperixis devices from back in the day.
I didn't expect to hear that name here.
Uh-huh. Too bad Asperixis devices consume spirits.
Does that mean spyrites don't kill spirits when they're used?
Pretty much. They're fueled by the mana stored inside spirit fossils, after all.
One thing I don't understand. These people seem to have no trouble using spyrites. And yet, we struggle to tether with Volt.
Spyrites made from great spirits are in a whole different league. The more powerful the base spirit, the lower the chances of a successful tethering. We're still just at a 50% success rate.
Hey, but that's more than enough.
At that rate, lesser spirit spyrites might completely replace regular spyrixes someday.
Then people won't suffer and spirits won't die either. We did it! Great job, Cheapo! Hey, what are pals for?
Does this mean that Olympias's environment might recover too?
It just might.
Thank you, Balan. You have no idea how much this helps us.
You're welcome, I guess. But we really should be thanking you. You're the ones who saved our research, after all.
We did?
If you hadn't saved us, all of our spyrite research would have gone up in smoke. Someday these people will be able to get on with their lives again.
Something tells me this spyrite research is going to become very important.
Looks like we found the path we've been seeking.
Yeah, although the fight's not over.
Balan, could you tell us the exact spot where you found us?
Oh, of course. I found you all collapsed at the end of Rusal High Road. You can reach the High Road by following this passageway here.
Now Gaius will have to listen to us, right?
No, it's too late. I don't know why I know this, but that was our last chance to convince him.
Okay. Lehren durch schlechtes Beispiel.
You look happy. I am, now that we understand the potential of spyrites. And it's all because Jude wouldn't give up. I'm all like, yeah, take that, world. Jude can really do great things when he tries. I always knew that he could.
They're just as happy with his success as if it were their own.
I completely understand their sentiment, though. Jude had never been the type to lead the way. But this time, he chose a path and followed it through.
It's always good to see positive growth.
I wonder whose influence that was.
One thing's for sure, it certainly wasn't yours.
Oh? Haven't you ever heard of reverse psychology? Teaching by bad example?
At least your humility makes a fine example.
It's good to see everyone upbeat for a change. Yes!
Okay, dann gehen wir mal weiter.
The hill where Balan found us was just past Helioborg Fortress.
Let's take a look. Maybe we'll find a clue that will help us get back.
Toll, er hat uns zu einer Sackgasse geführt. Ah, da ist sie ja. Rusalle Höhenstraße. Sieht ja noch Trost. Die sieht genauso aus wie die andere Höhenstraße. Welkende Landschaften.
Olympias doesn't seem to be any greener out this way.
Nope. Pretty much everywhere outside the cities is like this. If anything, it's a little worse than I remember it.
The lack of spirits must have broken the cycle of nature.
To the people of Olympias, this is what nature looks like. When I first laid eyes on the forests of Rizamaxia, I could barely comprehend what I was seeing.
So this is the world that Spyrix has given you.
Go ahead and say it. We brought this on ourselves.
That may be true, but still.
Aber dennoch. Naja.
Look! Something green for once!
Yeah, but I wouldn't expect to see a big forest anytime soon.
Gehen wir mal weiter. Frag mich, wo wir da rauskommen sollen. Oder was die hoffen zu finden. Hey, da wäre wieder so ein Ding, wo man gut leveln kann, aber das ignorieren wir mal eben. Da oben geht's weiter. Und wie immer 3 Abschnitte. Wie auch sonst könnte es sein. Ich denke mal, wir müssen zum Dimensionsriss. So, glaube ich einfach mal so. Schwieriger Fragebogen.
Let me make sure I have this straight. We use boosters to infuse spirit fossils with mana, and then a spyrite is born. Because unlike Spyrix devices, spyrites can use arts without harming spirits.
Did you actually take notes while Balan was talking?
Yes, but there are still things I don't understand.
If there are things you actually do understand, then you're way ahead of me. I bet Teepo'd say, "Hey, you need to study, Leia!"
Ah, but after that he'd probably say, I don't understand any of this either.
Probably. Hey, no Teepo impersonations! Ah, he heard us! You're both being rude.
Elise, do you understand spyrite theory?
Of course I do.
Ja, klar. Natürlich versteht sie das. Okay, dann gehen wir mal zum Riss. Dimensionsriss. Sieht ja interessant aus.
He said he found us sprawled at the foot of this hill.
Let's look for a path down.
What's that?
We must have fallen from there to the bottom of the cliff.
Isn't the rift a little small?
My guess is it's about to collapse. Jumping back through would be a leap of faith.
Count me out! It looks too dangerous! Let's head back to town and figure out another way.
Hey everyone. If you plan on returning to Risa Maxia, then I think it's time we parted ways.
What? What makes you say that all of a sudden?
I know that we pulled off a successful spyrite tethering together, and we found out some great news. But I'm afraid the only way to stop Gaius at this point is to fight him. I don't want the way you feel now to get in the way of your true feelings.
I agree. If we can't be honest with ourselves about why we're fighting, then there's no point in fighting in the first place.
In other words, you want us to make our own decision.
It'll be a difficult ride ahead. I guess it only makes sense.
Mind if I have some more time to think? At least until you're all ready to leave?
Sure, of course.
Don't let your current emotions get in the way. I'm almost acting human.
Mila?
Sorry, it's nothing.
Okay.
Wait, isn't this...
Ruh dich in Balans Haus aus. Gut, dann teleportieren wir uns doch mal dahin. Wir gehen schon mal in die Richtung davon.
The spirit fossil came off. How is she able to continue walking?
Gut, im nächsten Part haben wir uns ein schönes Päuschen verdient. Zeit gewinnen.
There's no way replacing everything Spyrix with Spyrites is gonna be easy as it sounds. In terms of raw numbers, just think of how many Spyrites we'll need.
It's true. The Spyrites need to be researched, created, distributed. It won't happen overnight.
There is much that needs to be done. But if we can't buy more time, the spirits will go extinct.
I will buy us time. Maxwell said it himself. If we remove the schism, the mana that it contains could sustain Olympius for a considerable amount of time.
And that's what you intend to do?
Yes, it is.
It's a long road ahead for all of us.
But the more pressing problem is Gaius. If we can't stop him, it'll be too late for Olympius.
Yeah.
Jo, auf jeden Fall vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Part. Ciao!